I was using pretty regular, using meth. And I was used the needle. My name is Brenda Lynn Peters. I am 37. I'm from Moorhead, Iowa. I was raised on a farm, lived there for 13 years. So that's affected a lot of my life because I wasn't socialized very much as a child. My mom and dad, I don't think really knew how to be parents very well. So they just brushed my sister and I off to the side and did what they needed to do. So I don't consider myself, I wasn't really raised, I was raised, like we went to church, and for family functions, it was kind of like a big deal as long as my grandparents and my family were going to be there. Then we went places and stuff. But as far as if I wanted to have a friend over or if I wanted to go to a friend's house, it was always no. I can remember 2 times I had people over, and I didn't go to the pool till I was like 12 and didn't go to a movie till I was 11. I didn't do anything. I was just pretty much on the farm. And I would call it neglect, bad. We were fed, but we didn't have any love, no love at all. My childhood with drinking and doing drugs, because I had such a pain inside of me that I needed something to help me, because I really didn't want to live. And to be 10 years old and not really care if you're alive is pretty tough. So I started cutting, and I didn't know, they didn't have a word for it back then. I didn't know why I was doing it, because when I would do it, I really didn't want to die. I did, because I didn't like how everything was. I didn't like that there was no love and affection. But I just wanted to feel some other pain that I didn't have to feel inside. And I didn't know that. It took me years to figure out why I was doing that. So I had really bad scars on my arms, and you can still see them a little, but I covered them up with my kids' representations, butterflies, for all 3 of my children. So I did that, and then I started using drugs, and when I started using drugs, I stopped cutting. Normally when addicts do drugs, they stop for a while because they run out of the good stuff or whatever. People will be selling them stuff that's not real, and it's just not worth it. But this person we were getting it from, it was always really good. So there was a 6-8 months time where I was using it probably every day. And my boyfriend and I, we broke up, and he moved out, and my ex was coming around, my oldest daughter's father. And I wanted to be friends with him, but I didn't want anything more than that. And he got really upset, so he called DHS on me. The system, when I got into it, I absolutely hated it. I was scared to death of those people.
She did not like me. She did not like me at all. She didn't like anything I had to say. This was not going to be where she wanted to be. In fact, she had told her at the time she had a parent partner, she wasn't coming back. And she had spent the whole week saying, I'm not going back. I am not going back. And she came the next time.
I was scared to death they were going to take my kids away, but they didn't. Usually people in family treatment court have their kids taken away, but I didn't have that, thank goodness. It kept me, and I think they knew that, and that's why they didn't take them away. They knew that I wouldn't be able to handle it with them gone. They're my life. I might have just went so deep into it that I wouldn't even be here today if I lost my kids. I told the kids about it. I told the kids, Mom's got a problem, I'm using meth. And I've raised the kids that is bad. Don't even hang out with people that do that. If your friend's doing it, walk away. That's terrible. That's probably the worst thing you could ever do besides kill somebody or harm somebody personally. And then I had to tell them that Mommy messed up and was using. I was not as engaged with the kids mentally when I was using. I tried to be, but I was different. I had a hard time looking at them in their eyes because I felt so guilty. And I felt like they could see, and they could see something was different. So that made me kind of shy away from them. Plus, when you're using drugs, you just want to be kind of by yourself. You want to just do your thing, and you don't want to be bothered.
Mom, I know something's wrong, like I know something's not right, and she just is like, no, I'm fine, no, you know. I was like, Mom, no, seriously, be honest with me. And I think it was that day or the next day that she called and set up an appointment at Compass Point. And
it's interesting to see that success does come with trust and openness, and when she decided she was going to be open and trust, she made leaps and bounds. And part of that was the parent partner that she had was pretty similar to Brenda in age, life experiences.
When you're freshly clean, everything is so different because you see things in a completely different light when you're using.
It was more like just a bunch of random people living together that didn't really get along. But I mean, now we actually pull ourselves together, and we're actually more of a family than we were before.
She's the person that's been there, done that, and struggled and made it. There are times when she will make suggestions when other people are talking and call them on it. Like, I don't believe that story, or you're not really going to try to pull that one, are you? So she's just kind of an integral part to help us stay real, to help us understand sometimes if people are trying to fool us, or she helps people realize that they have, as I said earlier, one of the difficult things is getting people to realize that it is an issue. It is a problem. Your substance abuse is a problem. She's one of those people that are going to help us make them know it. So she's important.
I want to get certified in some way so I can help more. As for now, short-term goals, I'm just going to continue to go and help the first and third Wednesdays and help people at meetings when I see them. I want to finish my 12 steps. And I don't want to throw away what I feel God has given me, a purpose. And I don't want to just walk away from that, so I'm not going to.